brown trout are trapped in the skinny water in early spring, they can be like taking candy from a baby. But as they transition out into deeper water on the way to their summer haunts, it can be like finding a needle in a haystack. Generally, as shoreline waters warm, these fish will slip into 20 or 30 feet of water. They'll do that to get in a more temperate area and also to escape high sun on flat, calm days. Either way, we need to move the boats a bit offshore and employ the use of downriggers, Dipsy divers, and weighted planer boards to catch these fish.
He looked to me anyway. There you go, wind on him. Step right to the back. Beautiful. Right at the high end of our marks, Dave, the GPS map series. But if you look here on our mapping unit, right where we're making that turn, we're going to drop another icon on the map. And then we'll back out, we'll show it to you. These icons right here are the high end of the troll. We're making a swing right now, and we're going to go right back down into our pattern. And you can see what we're doing here is we're just running the 40 to 45 foot contour right here off the mouth of Stony Creek and going down to Drown Island. Pretty good run right here. Now you can see this particular fish had a 2-ounce weight. You can see that gib weight coming up the line. What we've done here is we've let 30 feet of line out, put that 2-ounce gib weight on, and then we're out to a total of 110. So we're trying to get that fish down get that bait down in the 18 to 20 foot range, where we're seeing a lot of these fish. Dave's gonna take that gib weight. He's gonna clear it. Quick pop it right off. And now we're in. One of the things about the transition fishing is that you never know what you're going to hit. Good brown, I thought it was. You know, steelheads, kings, all kinds of stuff. Here comes this brown right now. I'm going to come right over the shoulder. Keep it coming. Might have got hooked funny too, I can't tell.
6-7 pounds.
Nice and easy on him, Mike. You're doing great. Step to your left, Mike. Keep winding. Okay. Back right up. Back up. Yep, he does. Nice. Nice fat football. Look at the size of that brown. Purple clown. That is the deal. That's the way it's working right there. Good job, buddy boy. Well done, champ. Look at that. That is a perfect example right there of a football brown. Coming out on a 2-ounce gib weight, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Loaded on an Octi tackle board. We got it all working. You're on the wire, right here to your right, on the wire. There you go on the Dipsy. Go ahead and put him right in the cooler, Mike, and go back to Dave. He just pounded that Dipsy. We're looking at Mike's fish. That didn't take long, did it, Dave? That's on a stingray, too. That's on a black widow. He's not going to be very far out, Mike. So he's going to come right up. Oh, look at this, Dave. He's boiling right in the board. He might be into that board. Oh, that's the one you're on?
Yep.
Keep winding, Mike. Stay right there. Watching this Dipsy come in. This is a good fish right here. I mean, he smoked it. He smoked that Dipsy. That did not take very long at all. Dipsy's coming right here. Dipsy's coming. Ooh, nice brown, Dave. Nice brown. You got that? Oh, okay. Nice brown. Wind down. Stay right here with me, dude. Stay here with me. Stay here with me. Wind down. Big lamprey on this guy, too. Okay. Stop winding. Start backing up. Back up. Keep his head up. Keep his head up. Keep his head up. Back. Easy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back up, Mike. Easy. Ooh. Hold on a second, Dave. Get him. There it is. Nice job. Big giant brown. Woo. Look at the size of that, dude. That is a smashing. Big brown right there. Had lamprey eel on him right there. It's all wet right here, but boys and girls, that's why you run a Dipsy diver, and that's why you upgrade to a stingray size bait, because you never know when there's a behemoth lurking in the depths. Transition fishing right there at its absolute best. Well, we're experiencing some great transition fishing in today's video, and I thought I'd take a minute just to show you a little bit of the setup and what we're doing to actually fish at 3 different levels. We've got our boards up in the high position, so we're going to put a little bit of weight on that. We're going to change that around. That's going to cover the top stuff, and then we're going to use rods like Dipsy divers to get us into the mid-range section. We're going to be using a Dipsy diver setup like this, and then of course downriggers with baits like the green chin music and the Sodas Point Buckeye to handle a little deeper set of the water column. So let's address the boards first. When we put those boards out, generally, I like to run the lightest weight on the outside and the heavier weights closest to the board. So let me just show you a smattering of gib weights. These are 3 of the weights that we would use on those boards. Here's a 1 ounce gib, a 2 ounce gib, and a 3 ounce gib. A normal setup when we're running our Opti tackle boards would be to let 30 feet of line out, put that gib weight on, then run out to 110 foot, put this board on, and ski it out to the side of the boat. So in the furthest position, you're going to have a 1 ounce weight, then you're going to have a 2 ounce weight, or you're going to have a 3 ounce weight. If you determine that those fish, for instance, are at 15 or 16 feet, and your 2 ounce weight is the most productive, then you can start bringing things in, changing over your weight systems to all 2s, or the other thing that you can do to get deeper is run that 1 ounce weight closer down to the spoon, and that'll get you a little bit deeper in the water column too. 110 foot set's what we're running in today's video. That's how we're setting those planer boards up. Now when it comes to Dipsy divers, that's a horse of a different color. You'll notice here on the bottom of the Dipsy diver that we're on a 1.5 setting. We want to make sure that when that diver goes in the water, that it dives down and out to the side, because most of these brown trout are hitting at around 2.5 or 2.6 knots. If you sweep that counterweight on the bottom to 2 or to 2.5, thinking that you're going to get it further away from the boat, what actually happens at that higher rate of speed, is that Dipsy diver starts to go out, and as the speed increases, especially in a turn, that Dipsy diver will invert and it'll actually come to the surface, and it renders it useless as a diving planer technique. So by keeping it at the higher speeds at or about a 1.5 setting, that'll keep you right in the ballpark on what you need to have. So we want on this particular diver, this Kelly Green, and that's a 0 diver. That's Kelly Green, and that is on my starboard side. And then I'm running that chartreuse diver with a Black Widow. And notice monofilament, you don't need anything special for this in the transition fishing, because most of these fish are in the top 30 feet, top 35 feet, so getting to them with mono Dipsies is easy. Those are loaded on traditional downrigger rods. That's all we're using. 30-pound test line is the same rods that we fish lake trout and salmon with all summer long. You can just pop that Dipsy diver on it and run it right down. Productive distances in today's program and this entire week while we've been fishing have been anywhere from 35 to 60 feet of line out on that diver on a 1.5 setting, and that's getting you into the neighborhood. Now, the most prolific bait for us here recently has been on the downriggers has been a Sodas Point Buckeye, but you've heard me talk about this a million times and what a great bait that is for browns, but always gold back. Up here, for whatever reason, the silverback version has been extremely good, and that's the one that we've been running on the downriggers. We've been running that. We've been running a green chin music. We also pop in a gold perch periodically and the black widow. Those are 4 baits that have been extremely dynamic on the downriggers. But what we are doing, just to provide a little more spread, I'm only running 2 downrigger weights. What I'll do is I'll take this outside rigger. What I'm doing is I'm pulling the handle back on this Scotty, and I'm depressing the release tab, and I'm kicking this out into this position. The reason that I'm doing that is that it allows me to take my inside rigger and move it out to a quarter position like that. This boat's 10 feet wide, so from the tip here on the corner to the tip of this rigger on the corner, it's going to give me a full 10 feet between those 2 downrigger baits. And what I like about that is that in this transition setup, I got my boards out, I've got my Dipsy divers in the water, and then I'm 65 to 70 feet back on the set with this spoon. Remember, when you're using your downrigger, that you're not lake trout fishing anymore, so make sure that that black's release, that you loosen that up, because browns are notorious for coming in, picking that bait up and swimming with it, and you'll shut your entire downrigger pattern down if you've got fish hooked on the spoons down there that are just swimming around. That can kill your pattern. So make sure that you loosen that up so that when those fish come in and actually take the bait, that you see the rod pop. The rod actually goes off. So lighten up your releases, kick them out, so that when you're running long lines off the back of the boat, you got max separation. Put your divers down, work in a different part of the water column, and then have your variety weights on your planer boards to help you dial in on those fish that are away from the boat. That's how you cover all of those regions in transition fishing. Let's go back to the action, because we've got some good fish. We're locked up again here. We just got our divers back in. Here's a perfect example of why we're down in this zone. You can see this bait right here on the bottom. Tiny little skosh of a fish coming in over the top. But then there's been some heavy marks right on those bait clouds, and in fact we've gaffed a couple of alewives here today. Just had an inside board fire right here with a 2-ounce weight, and Mike Ross is locked right up on it again. Dave's plucking that board. Nice and easy on him, Mike. Wind down him. There it is right there. Transition again. There's the right-hand opti tackle board that we're using right there in that setup. No problem carrying 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce give weights, no issues at all. There we go, we're on the wire now too. Doubled right there. We just put that in. That's a UV pickle seed on a 1.5 setting. When you're running your speeds, guys, up in the 2.4, 2.5 on a small #1 Dipsy diver, you don't want to be any more than a 1.5 setting, because if you are, sometimes your diver will invert and it'll actually be trolling upside down. You don't want that to happen. Okay, be ready. Okay, Mike, step right in there. There it is. We'll show you the complete setup on all of these in this video. Keep them coming. Got them right there, Dave. Want to shake him, you think, or back him up? Decent fish, isn't it?
Yeah, lamprey will kill that.
Yep. We'll kill the lamprey and I'll let that go. Nice brown right there. This guy's coming right there on a Fat Nancy. Perfect. Perfect right there. You got him, Dave. Yeah, let's shake him. Oh, he came right off. Perfect.
Look at that beautiful fish.
It is a dandy brown. Just a beautiful looking brown. Let's get him over. Here comes the Dipsy. Stay over here, Mike. Stay over here. Keep him out of the road. Ready, Dave? Easy on him. Here he comes, nicer fish. Easy now, lad, easy, easy. Back him up. Got him, Dave, good job. We'll take that one. Chunkier brown right there again. That one had 3 lampreys. 1, 2, 3. The Canadians did not continue their lampricide treatment of the streams here in northern New York during the COVID-19 pandemic. And that's how a dumbass thing like COVID-19 affects the fishery. Crazy. We are locked here again. Just coming in a turn at the high end of our troll. We just started to swing around and the middle board, Dave, was it?
Yep.
Middle board pulled back, that opti tackle board, that's a 2-ounce give weight. What we're doing there is we're letting it back 30, put the 2-ounce give weight on, letting it back to 110. These fish, the fronts have been changing over the top of us considerably today, and the bottom was pretty well paved with bait and fish when we started, and now it's starting to get a little sparse, and the question is whether those fish are going down so tight to the bottom that we're not seeing them, or they're shifting. Dave's just taking the board off right there. We got this fish supposed to be light and variable winds all day today. We've had nothing but thunder and lightning and heavy winds out of the north, out of the northeast. Now it's coming out of the south. So just getting these fish to bite with all those changeable fronts over the top of them is testament to how well this transition style rigging is working on these fish. Here comes the give weight right now. You can see that 2-ounce weight coming right there. Dave's gonna take that off quick. Be ready on a mic. There you go, wind. Just 30 feet to the fish now, so we're gonna get to the business end of it here pretty quick. You right there, Dave? Easy on him, easy on him. Careful, Mike. Careful. Wind down, Mike. So you can control them. Coming right here. Get him, Dave.
Nice fish.
Big fish. Look at the size of that brown. Dang. There is a hammer coming out of the Fat Nancy spoon right here. Let's take a look at that. Look at that Fat Nancy. Look at the chunk.
Hey.
Man, that is the epitome of a football brown right there, boys. Good, good. One of the things that you want to pay attention to on a fish like that is, where did he come in the troll? Outside bank of boards on a turn. So if we're doing 2-3, 2-4, and he hits the outside, it's obvious that that fish wanted it a little bit faster. Not always an indicator, but if you start to see that happen on an increasing basis, then you may want to start picking the speed up across the board, that they may want that presentation at a little higher rate of speed. Let's take a look at this brown. That is what a football brown is supposed to look like. And for those of you who have always watched our April brown trout videos down on the South Shore, and you've always heard me say, when we come up to Henderson and we get on those fish and they've had another month or so to eat, that's the shape of the fish. That's what happens. They start to body up and they become those true footballs. Mike, great job on that fish.
Beautiful. Love it.
Yeah, he's a dandy. Good brown trout. Yeah, you don't want to be an alewife and see that coming at you.
They're perfect. That's a perfect trout right there.
Nice fish.
Look at the tail. Look how big his tail is.
It's a beauty.
Well, I hope you enjoyed some of the tips and techniques that we've shared with you in this video series on transition fishing for brown trout. It occurs every year from the middle of May until the middle of June. Mark it in your calendar because you don't want to miss out on this exciting action. I'm Captain Bill Saiff III. I hope you enjoyed today's production and that you subscribe and continue to watch our videos on the Bill Saiff Outdoors channel. Thanks for watching.